Okay, to add more lightness, I'm going to grab some white and just make a little puddle of lighter color here. I want to go into that center, right in here. And the vein flowers. I guess, you know, you have to observe and see and think. Sometimes our left brain wants to take over and just do it or paint it your way, which is fine, but to observe is good if you want a little more detail, and our eyes interpret in different ways, and that's just fine. So I'm just going to add some little light touches in here, back here a little bit. Could add a little more purple or this red magenta to give it another little dimension of color. Sometimes the more colors you can use and see, the more interest you'll have. There is just a little bit of a yellow throat, and purple and yellow will make a muddy color. Rinse out my brush just a bit. And I'm going to mix a little light. And just a little touch of yellow. And you can put it on thick. It's kind of looking nice. It kind of brings out the texture of, that's a little big blob there, but here and here, and then down into the neck of the iris. Underneath. Alright, so now I'm going to, sometimes I don't think it's necessary to really wash out your brush each time. Use the paint that's in your brush and just kind of mix it around. Alright, I'm going to do a lighter one, and I'm going to put it right in here. Just start with the colors. Pushing that paint. Sometimes you see what happens. I feel like Bob Ross now, just let it be. Like, see what happens. Okay, so then this has a very light petals here at the top. See how that I can push that paint in here. I'll put it on pretty thick. The background is still wet, so it wants to mix. But there's colors in that petal that still work. I'm going to go with the frilly little edge here. There. And there's the little vein of it. And get a little direction. I haven't changed brushes, I'm just using the edges or the tips. And here's this little frilly little petal that's coming down. So I can see the very top of it. Okay, look at your colors. As I mix, I have different puddle areas, so I can choose to pull a color here or here. Sometimes mixing one big color, then it just makes it a little more, I don't know, challenging to, so just, here's a little here. The direction of a brush stroke can help direct the shape too, so I kind of flatten that out a little bit. I'm going to do a little something right down here, just to add a with composition. So I'm going to add in this third one as it comes up in here and in here, and then this big little petal. And it's, you know, it's not perfect, and the flowers aren't perfect, and this little one, Mary said, had fallen down, and so it's just as beautiful as all the other ones. Paint its throat here. That's coming right there. And I've got another one throat in here. And just a lot of different frills. So having more time, I mean, you could paint with high detail. It takes a lot of time, but I think modern art taught us to be free and to have those interpretations, and it's more beautiful and a little more, you know, all paintings, whether they're detailed or not, have their beauty. And artists paint because there's a need. They want to show the world what is there,